Hi folks, and welcome to another episode of Rick Simon Fishing Adventures. Well, for this week's episode, we're going to concentrate on catching some fish, but I also wanted to give a health update. About a month and a half ago, I went on here and I gave a scenario that I ran into called osteomyelitis, which is a bone infection, and I wanted to chronicle some of the things that I went through that, and I'll do that throughout this episode. This is a episode on fish and the outdoors. However, folks, there are certain precautions that you should be aware of if you're an avid outdoors person. And one of these things are things that you can run into, like flesh-eating bacteria and bacterial infections and things of that nature. It almost cost me a lot more than I bargained for. So we'll go into what happened and I'll talk more about it throughout the episode, and we'll also enjoy these beautiful fish and some wildlife preservation. All right, folks, I got one on the drop shot. I don't know what it is. Not fighting too hard, but looks like it might come topside. Maybe not. It's hard to tell. It's not fighting too hard. I don't think it's a bass, but I could be wrong. Oh yeah, it is a bass. Okay. All right, let's get him in here. Oh geez. All right, it's a smallmouth. That's what I'd heard that there's smallmouth in here, but little baby smallmouth. Okay. Hey buddy, how you doing? Oh, don't want to lose that. All right, folks, it's smaller smallmouth, but we'll take them. I'd heard that there's smallmouth in this lake. This is the first time I've ever fished in this lake, so yeah, on the drop shot. We'll see you, buddy. Take care. So you saw in last week's instructional video, folks, the drop shot setup. Great bait to use for smallmouth. They like that presentation. So I knew that this lake had smallmouth in it, and even though I've never fished it before, you know, I always start with a paddle tail in a new place, just to see what's there. But once the you know, I know there's smallmouth there, I switched to the drop shot. About 5 seconds after I switched to it, I had a smallmouth, even though he wasn't that big. So I got one here, folks. I was just put my line down for a second, and right now I got a fish. See if it's another smallmouth or not. Some kind of bass, I think. Pretty sure. Not that big though. I'm pretty sure it's another smallmouth and or. Oh no, it's. Oh man, that's a huge perch. All right, let's get that thing in here. That's a huge perch. That's a huge perch. You're not a smallmouth. That's the thing with the drop shot, folks. You get different species, but man, this guy, holy moly. Man, if I was in the market to eat a perch tonight, yeah, I know. Yeah, I'd be nervous too if I were you, but luckily I'm not eating a perch. Man, this is a monster perch. Wait till you see this, folks. I'm gonna get this thing out real quick. Look at how big that thing is, folks. You'll see how big this guy is. It's bigger than that smallmouth I just caught. All right, let's see how big this guy is. Look at the size of, oh geez, look at the size of that perch, folks. That's 13 inches right there. 13 inches. All right, buddy. Look how fat he is. All right. See you, bud. Just drop him in there. That's a big turtle. See how close I can get to it without him jumping in the water. I don't know what kind of turtle that is. Is that a painted turtle? I think it is. It's just huge. Huge painted turtle. Looks kind of like a snapping turtle. That's a big one. Yeah, that's a painted turtle, all right. Hey, buddy, how you doing? This goose crap he's next to. Hey, bud. Not gonna hurt you. Here we go, folks. This is the painted turtle. Look how big this guy is. It's a huge painted turtle. And I'm not gonna hurt you, buddy. I'm gonna put you back. Take it easy. Oh, he's peeing all over me. So see how big he is? God, I haven't seen one this big in a long time. You can tell by its bottom. All right, I'm gonna put you back on the rock. Most of the time they jump away. Put you right back on the rock. You don't have to run. Oh, sorry. There we go, folks. Got one. It's on a swim bait. Looks like a bass. I can't tell though. Might be a pickerel. That's a pickerel. This place has too many pickerel in it. I might have to leave here. Oh. Easy, buddy. Easy. Oh my lord, this guy. Oh god. Get this thing off. Alright, you're almost off. If you sit still, you'd be off. You're gonna hurt yourself even more. Now you're just biting on this thing. Alright, buddy. See ya. Got one, folks. On the Senko. Oh man, what is this? It's gotta be. I think it's a bass. It's on the Senko. Might be a, who knows? It's not very big, whatever it is. It might be a bluegill. Sometimes they'll bite on Senkos. Yeah, it's a big bluegill. Alright. Look at him going around in a circle. Yeah, I thought you were a bass. That's alright. You're a good looking bluegill though. Very pretty. There goes, folks. I was just retrieving it and I think it's a bass. Gonna fight this thing harder than I did the last one. I switched hooks because it's not taking any drag. Why is it not taking drag? I got my drag set because I rechecked it. Oh, that's a nice one. Hooked them good. See how I got a new hook on? All right. My last hook got bent because I got a snag and I replaced it. That's why I lost that other fish that was biting. I think he was bigger than this one, but hey, I'll take that any day of the week, right? Not the biggest bass in the world, but I'll take you, buddy. All right. Let you go here in a second. Hello, buddy. Probably about a 12-incher. Nice fish. You know, we'll take him. See you, buddy. Now, folks are hoping that this is the last time that I have to come here to this hospital and I'll get a clean bill of health from my doctor. I've been here about 12 times over the past 3 months now, so. All right, folks, so I just got the word from the infectious disease doctor that a clean bill of health, if you will, thank God. I've literally been coming to this place for the past 3.5 months. And here we have my finger today, folks. You can see how much it's healed. I'm gonna get into a little bit about from the beginning to end of this here now and tell you about this ordeal. And the hope is, folks, that you learn from my mistakes. You know, this could have been a real serious situation. It was a serious situation, but it could have been life-threatening because I didn't go to the doctors right away. So I have a lot of young viewers on this channel, and I just want to share this with you because I don't like going to the doctor, and I'm 50, and I know young people don't like going to the doctor. However, I spent the last 3.5 months coming to this place 12 times. I had to pay $70 every time I came into this place. So it could have been a lot easier if I just would have went to the doctor to begin with. But check this out. Okay, folks, here's the initial injury that happened to me in November. And as you could see, as it healed, it turned into an infection. There you have the x-ray. As time goes by, you see it continuing to be inflamed. Then I went on the antibiotics and it started to heal slowly but surely. This picture is of a foreign object that actually came out of my hand. I think it was a piece of tissue or something of that nature. But after... All right, folks, I'm just sitting out here waiting to pick Wayne up from school. He just finished his last final. So I got my clean bill of health today from the doctor. If you look at those pictures, and I mean, it was 181 days from start to finish from when the injury first occurred. You could see I took a picture of the initial wound from falling on that rock. And you could see as time went by, it got worse and worse. It healed, but it didn't really heal. And then that one of the last pictures, when you see that little piece of looks like a little rock coming out of my finger, That was bone and tissue that my body actually rejected to get out of me. My immune system rejected that. I was talking to the doctor about that. She said that was good that it did that, because otherwise they probably would have had to go in and take it out. But once that came out, which was probably around, I think I put it down in the when that actually happened was somewhere around April 20th or somewhere thereabouts. Once that happened, the injury healed really quickly, and the antibiotics definitely work. So I'm willing to put this behind me now, but just wanted to give you guys a little bit of a life update. What could have happened if it wasn't treated? It could have turned into septic shock. When something gets into your bone, it can definitely get into your bloodstream because it's in your bone marrow. That's how my dad died. It was from a respiratory infection, but he died of septic shock. So, you know, it isn't something that I take lightly. And you know, but I did learn a lesson. If you look at that little wound, I'm not telling you young guys you need to run to the doctor, you get a little cut. All I'm saying is if the cut doesn't go away after a couple of months, then it's time to go see a doctor. But lesson learned. Let's move on. Let's do some fishing now. We didn't even get out of the parking lot. Wayne's got a fish already. Huh? Oh yeah, bring him over. Lift your rod tip up. Why'd you put your rod down? I think I got one here, folks. I didn't really, as soon as it hit the water, you hit it. I don't know what it is. Not really fighting too much. Something small, I think. Unless, maybe it's coming towards me. Oh, here it goes. Yeah, it's hard to tell if it's a bass or a pickerel. Just hope I catch it. Been having a lot of, Wayne missed that fish earlier. That was a nice bass. We're not going to talk about that. I told Wayne to put his rod tip up, and he never listens to me. That's how you catch a bass. Hey Wayne, that's how you catch a bass. I'm just joking, folks. I'm giving Wayne a hard time because he never listens to me. You know, and I've been telling him since he's a kid, hold your rod tip high. And he watches too many people on TV doing stupid stuff, and that's what happens. Hey buddy, how you doing? See how big you are. Hooked him good on this swim bait. All right, let's see how big he is. Now, all right, so that's 15 inches. That's his tail there. So he's right at 15. That's a nice sized bass, folks. We'll take it. All right, I'm gonna let you go, buddy. All right. Make sure you're showing up right on camera. Yep, you sure are. All right, buddy. Thanks for biting. You're a nice fish. Talk to you later. See you, buddy. Down to his lair.
Oh, here we go, folks. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Good one. Yeah, come on. Come on. Oh, he's got a lot of energy, too. There we go. Yeah, that's what we like to see. It's not a monster, but... Right, come here, buddy. Come on. Come on. No. Yeah. There we go. It's a nice one. Yeah. Hey, like that, folks. Nice. A perfect hook set. Really through his lips, but yeah, we'll take it. All right, let's let you go, buddy. See you later.
All right, folks, I got a fish here. Oh, let's see if I can just flip him in. He's not that big. Oh, it's a pickerel. Oh, I'll catch him. All right, little pickerel. It's been a while since I got a bite. All right, buddy, take it easy. Take it easy. Take it easy. I'm gonna take you off the hook. Jeez, man. This guy really got it. Oh my lord, dude. Really. Wish the bass would take the hook like that. Tearing up my bait. Probably need a new swim bait after this one. forgetting something. Oh, now I gotta get this thing out. Got the bait, I've got the hook out. I just gotta get the, it's gonna swallow the swim bait. I would let you keep that, but it's not good for you. All right, buddy. See ya.
Here we go, folks, finally. All right, let's see here. Hoping it's bass. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Shoot. Sucks. It's on the spinner bait, too. God.
Got a fish here. Just winding in. They're having a kayak tournament. Oh, got off. Dadgum. A lot of times when bass are spawning, folks, you want to use swim baits and finesse baits because, you know, Sankos and stuff like that, because they're less aggressive. And what a lot of times they'll do is they won't even bite. What they'll do is they'll take the bait in their mouth and they'll just try to move it out of the area because the male bass is trying to protect the eggs. And you really have to work on your hook sets. I've lost several bass in this episode just because they haven't been committal and haven't really got a good hook set on them. So that's something to be very, very cognizant of when bass are spawning, as well as when you're using swim baits. You really got to concentrate on really setting the hook the right way. There you go, folks. Got one. First fish of the, well, not the first fish of the day. It's been the first fish in a while. I don't know what it is. I've got a swim bait on. It feels like a good fight. It could be a bass. I don't know. I just hope I don't lose them. I've lost a lot of fish on this episode, folks, and it's really gotten me down. Oh, it's a big pickerel. All right. Oh, he's hooked good. All right. Oh. All right. I'll take him at this point. All right. Hey. Okay. This one's a little bit bigger than the one I caught earlier. This guy's got some teeth. All right, you can see this guy's got some chompers on him, huh? Look at that. Look at those chompers. All right, buddy. See you later. You're gonna be a big pickerel one day. Bye.
Got some, probably a pickerel.
Got him, Win?
Yeah, I'm guessing it's a pickerel. Yeah. Oh no. It's a crappie on a jerkbait? What? Alright. I've never seen a crappie bite on a jerkbait. Folks, look at this. This is insane. Look at the size of that jerkbait compared to that fish. Insane, because it wasn't really pulling that much, but oh man, he's really. Folks, look at the size of that bait compared to that fish. It's insane. Ooh. Okay, get these hooks out for you. Okay, there you go. It's a good sized crappie though. We'll take him. Alright, see you later, buddy. He's alright.
Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Rick Simon Fishing Adventures. It was nice to finally get rid of that flesh-eating bacterial infection that I had and get back to fishing. And Wayne's home now, so we're going to be focusing on hitting a lot of different types of fishing areas, and we're going to be going to the ocean, we're going to be going to bigger lakes and going after bigger fish, so stay tuned for that. We're entering the best time of year to go fishing. This episode we lost a few fish, and you'll notice a lot of times when the bass are spawning, they don't bite quite as hard, they're not as aggressive, and they actually put the bait in their mouth and they try to move it rather than actually eat it. So we lost a lot of fish on this too, but that's okay, you know, that's part of it. It was a little bit of a grind, but we caught some really nice fish and it was a lot of fun. So so now we're going to be getting into more ocean fishing. We're going to be doing a lot more heavy bass fishing. We're really concentrating on big bass. Now that Wayne's with me, we can go on some bigger lakes and things like that. So hope you enjoyed this episode, folks, and we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.